Hi guys, good afternoon. I was doing a little homework study from a Beth Moore book that a few of us girls are doing called Stepping Up. So good. And one of the days as I was going back over it really stuck out to me, I think, because the last few days I feel like I'm not focused, my eyes is not focused on the right things, like with people and with circumstances. Like the devil's just been trying to use them to break my fellowship with the Lord this last couple days, and just one of those kind of I don't know, seasons, not even a season, or just the last couple days. It's Psalms 123, so I'm going to read that first. And it says, "Unto you I lift up my eyes, O you who dwell in the heavens. Behold, as the eyes of servants look to their hand of their masters, as the eyes of a maid to the hand of their mistress, so our eyes look to the Lord our God, until he has mercy on us. Have mercy on us, O Lord, have mercy on us, for we are exceedingly filled with contempt. Our soul is exceedingly filled with the scorn of those who are at ease, with the contempt of the proud." So that was the New King James Version. This is from our study. It says, "I lift my eyes to you, the one enthroned in heaven. Like a servant's eyes on his master's hands, like a servant girl's eyes on her mistress's hand, so our eyes are on the Lord our God, until he shows us favor. Show us favor, Lord, show us favor. For we've had more than enough contempt. We've had more than enough scorn from the arrogant and contempt from the proud." So I like how it says favor in that translation, and then mercy. So I kept reading it, and I was just sitting there like, wow, like, what is our focus on in the hard days, the days that the enemy wants to come and break our fellowship with Jesus, on the people he's going to use, the circumstances? What are we focused on through that? Are we focusing on the Lord? Are we focusing on him? Are we lifting up our eyes to Jesus, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, who we know without a shadow of a doubt is there and is going to help us, strengthen us, and give us that grace and the mercy to walk through those trying times with circumstances or people? And it's like whatever our eyes are fixed on. I love how the study points that out. Whatever our eyes are fixed on, what we're focusing on the most, it starts with our eyes because we see it, and then the focus of that grabs our heart, and then from our heart, our actions, it's going to impact the way we feel. So we're going to put actions to that, and what started out as a gaze on something, we took our eyes off the Lord, and it just became the focus. So if I'm going to focus on, for instance, I had a heyday this morning with Inspire Homeschool with enrolling for my son. My focus on that through there was, okay, Lord, you got to help me. But my focus was on the issue I was having, and like I was a nutcase. I was going crazy on the phone. But for that split second, I wasn't focused on God. I wasn't lifting up my eyes and praying for his favor in that right moment. I was the one trying to do it. So then what I was focused on affected my actions, and my actions wasn't nice, I guess you can say, because I was focused on that, how someone else was handling things on the other end of the phone. So it got me thinking, and after I did that, I sat down to do the study, and it's just where we look, it fastens our heart. So whatever we're looking at, people, places, things. It could be anything. Whatever we're looking at, it's going to take fast to our heart. It's going to plant that root. So let's keep our eyes gazed on the Lord, above, on things of the above, things that's edifying to us, that's going to help us. Let's keep fastened our eyes on Jesus and his words and his truth. So when things come at us daily, you know, small minor things or big things, that we're going to know to look up to Jesus before, you know, our hearts focus on that problem. And then he's going to direct us and strengthen us and tell us, you know, how to handle it, how to embrace that situation that we're coming in, all the while praying in our hearts, focusing our eyes on him is just, you know, being in prayer with him, having that communication, spending time with him, to keep our hearts and our eyes in alignment with Jesus and not the things of this world. So I really just wanted to share that with you guys. I wrote on here, like, what we're fixed on impacts our actions. Like, that was just wow to me. Little things like that we don't even really aware of. So if we're letting those little things impact us and we're not renewing our minds daily, if we're not spending time in the Word, we're not praying and seeing God's favor through it and being strengthened by him, then, you know, it's going to affect our actions. It's going to impact us, not in a good way, but in a bad way, in a fleshly way. So it's when we keep our eyes on Jesus, we're going to react in the spiritual way. The spirit man is going to be fed so much that the flesh is going to die down, and we're not going to let that impact us. The more we build up our spirit man, the more time we spend in his word, the more that our spirit is fed and the flesh dies down. But if we're not spending so much time in God's word, then our flesh is going to rise above the spirit man, and our spirit man is going to die down. So let's remember that, like, it's like a weighing thing, how I always see it. Like, I picture a big measuring thing, and it's like more time with Jesus, my spirit man, and how I tell is my actions show it. When my flesh man takes over and I'm not spending as much time in the Sorry guys, my phone rang. So I was talking about the weights. So the more time I spend in God's word and the spirit, my spirit man takes over and the flesh dies down. When I'm spending more time in the world, more time fleshly, like not having time with Jesus, not reading, then the flesh takes over and my spirit man dies down. So it's just, what are we feeding more? What are we giving our time to more? Things of Jesus or things of the world? Is our focus distraught in us, where we're focused too much on the world and we're not focused on the spirit? Is our gaze fixed too long there, where it's taken root in our heart and our actions as being fleshly and not spiritually? That's always a way to tell, you know, if we get too comfortable in it, you know, we're not aware of it, or we're just like, oh, I'm just busy, I don't have time. Then it's like a heart check, you know, weigh it out. Hey, have I been reading? Have I been spending time with Jesus? Oh, guess what? No, I can tell, because my fleshly ways have been overtaken. The way I'm acting, the way I'm speaking, the way I'm thinking, the negativeness is just coming. Versus when we walk with Jesus more, the flesh dies down and we can tell, like, oh wow, yeah, I can see the difference in myself. My ways is more kindness and more humbling. My thoughts are set on Jesus. They're uplifting thoughts, encouraging thoughts, versus how I am when I'm walking in the flesh. So it's just something, I hope it encourages you. And you know, we all need heart checks. We all do get busy with our lives, but let's just remember to keep our eyes fixed on Jesus, and even what we're going through, to spend a time with him and look to him first before we look in ourselves to try and handle whatever we're walking through. And just remember, whatever our eyes are fixed on, it's going to impact our actions. So God bless you guys. Bye.